Watch out for
cigarette hangover.
that stale, musty, smoked-out taste in your mouth.
Cigarette hangover.
That tight, dry, uncomfortable feeling in your throat.
Cigarette hangover.
That's what takes the joy out of smoking.
Waiter! Waiter! Phil, did you ever see such poor service? I'm going to call the manager.
Take it easy, Walt. What's mostly wrong is your gout.
I'm sorry, Phil, but my digestion is so upset.
What you may need for your poor digestion is something that works after nature's own order. Try Carter's Little Liver Pill.
Cross paths, how can anyone be so cross? Won't you tumble off your high horse? You know you love to be loved. Cross paths, if you feel the wind change, they say, it will make your face stay that way, and then you'll never be loved. Cultivate a smile sweet and sunny. You can catch a fly with honey. You're acting so spoiled. Shame, shame. Everybody knows your name. Cross paths. Don't you know what it takes to fight hell? Won't you kiss and make up tonight? You know you love to be loved. Yes, you do.
I was a communist for the FBI.
I was a communist for the FBI.
When you are an undercover agent for the FBI, you live the life of a spy. You trust no one. Tell nobody what you're really doing, not even your own family. And hanging over you every minute is the threat of exposure, of being found out. You know what that would mean, so you stay on guard. But still, you can't cover everything.
Hello?
Hello, Mom. This is Matt.
Son, how are you, son?
I'm fine, Mom. Any messages for me?
No, but there was a man here earlier this evening.
A man? One of my...
Yes, one of them. One of those...
commies, you mean? Look. What did he say he wanted?
He said something about meeting at the studio tonight. Oh, Matt, when are you going to come to your senses and break away from this terrible organization and move back home here with the rest of us?
Mom, we've been over all this before.
Oh, but those people are criminals. And none that was here. Cold and hard. Suspicious. Burkhead or whatever his name was.
Burkhead? Burkhardt?
That was it. Burkhardt.
Are you sure? You sure that was the name?
Yes. Matt, you're not in trouble of some kind.
Trouble? Oh, of course not, Mom. I gotta go now. I'll be calling you, huh? Goodbye. The studio was a second-floor piano school on 9th Street. We used it for secret meetings sometimes in case the regular hall was wired. Two men besides Burkhardt were waiting for me. Herb Beamish, chairman of the cell at the time, and Jason Cook, secretary. None of them looked friendly.
Well, Hennick, it's about time. We're trying to find you all evening, Matt.
Oh, I'm sorry, Herb. I didn't get home till late.
You have met Comrade Burkhardt, Comrade Svedick.
Yes, about 8 months ago in New York. Possibly you don't remember it, Comrade.
I remember it. Sit down. Take the chair at the end of the table.
Thanks.
Svedick, did you say something about not getting home until late?
That's right. And Mom gave you the message, so I came straight on down here.
Comrade Svedick, are you certain you even went home?
What do you mean?
Benny Lazzotti was waiting for you all evening in a parked car in front of your house, Matt. He just phoned, said you still hadn't showed up.
Look, what is this? What difference does it make when I come home? And what's the idea of having Benny spying on me anyhow?
Comrade Svedick. I'm sure none of us in the party would mind a little questioning from his leaders unless he had something to hide.
What do you mean, something to hide? You know my record in the party. You know the work I've done.
Maybe we've only known part of it, Svedick.
Comrade Cook, I'll handle this if you don't mind. Svedick, would you mind telling me about your operation at the Conover Manufacturing Company?
Conover? What do you mean about planting that agent in the drafting department?
That's right.
Well, I got him hired through my connections in the U.S. Employment Service. Still working at the plant as a draftsman using the name of Kepler.
And what were his instructions, Comrade Svedick?
The Conover plant is working on Army contracts, control mechanisms for guided missiles. Kepler was to keep his eyes open and pass along any information he could get a hold of. And that's what he's been doing.
And has he made contact with any other party members at the plant?
No. He was specifically told not to. None of the others even know he's there.
Who does know about Kepler?
Well, just myself, Comrades Cook, Bemis here.
Only the three of you. And all three, of course, are of unquestioned loyalty to the party.
I don't get it, Burkhart. What are you driving at?
Just this. Comrade Kepler was arrested by the FBI today.
I was caught off base. The three of them sat there watching me, waiting for my reaction. The heat was on. Of all the lousy luck. How did it happen?
We thought you might know, Comrade Civity.
I wish I did. But I don't see what possibly could have gone wrong.
It would almost seem as though the FBI had been tipped off about it.
Tipped off? But no one except Bemis and Cook and I even knew. Tipped off by whom?
By you, Svedek, you dirty rat.
Now, wait a minute.
Svedek, the evidence at the moment seems to bear him out.
Evidence? What evidence?
The evidence of elimination. It seems highly improbable that either Comrade Bemis or Comrade Cook could be a traitor. They've both been in the party for years.
All right, but why pick me?
You're the only other person who knew Kepler's assignment.
Then I'm elected. Is that it?
Yes. Unless Kepler has a different idea, that seems to be it. Meanwhile, you'll check in at the Barrett Hotel with Comrade Lazati. He'll stay with you until we make a decision.
Guarding me? Is that what you mean?
Comrade Zvedek? Yes. Lazati will be guarding you.
Benny Lazati and I checked into the Barrett Hotel a half an hour later. I was on the spot, and I knew it. But I did have one advantage. I realized that Burkhart and the others were only guessing. They had no real evidence of my connection with the FBI. If I could manage to slip them a red herring, some other fall guy... A plan began to take shape. But somehow, I had to contact the FBI, and fast. I got the chance when Benny decided to take a shower and clean up. I waited until he had the water running, then eased the phone off the hook and gave the operator the FBI number.
Hello?
This is Parker, Ellsworth Parker, of Kepler business.
Sorry we couldn't warn you. He got hold of some top-secret stuff this afternoon. We had to move in on it. Now, where are you now?
Barrett Hotel, 417. Look, I've got to make contact tonight.
All right, where?
I'll try to be downstairs in the Barrett Grill in about an hour. Benny Lazati will be with me. I'll be covered, so it'll have to be smooth.
Check. Barrett Hotel Grill, an hour. We'll get to you.
The crossword puzzle was only a blind. I'd folded a sheet of notepaper underneath it, and along with working the puzzle, I'd written some quick instructions to pass along to the FBI. If they were able to make contact, it was all up to them. There was a late supper crowd, and the grill was about half full when Benny and I walked in. We took a booth in the corner, ordered some food, and I looked around the room trying to spot my contact. No luck. 10 minutes passed. And then some little blonde number who had been playing the jukebox apparently decided we looked available.
Hiya, boys. Okay if a lady sits down?
Hey, sure, baby. Just move right in here by me.
Oh, you're too anxious. I'm going to sit over here by Mr. Woman Hater.
Where do you get the woman hater idea?
Because you act like it. You're unfriendly. You know, I used to go around with a guy like you. A fella named Parker. I don't remember his first name.
I see.
Hey, your music stopped. Anybody got some nickels?
Sure, baby. I got some change. What do you want to hear?
Play some rumbas. I'm crazy about rumbas.
Okay, baby.
77 Sunset Strip. 77 Sunset Strip. 77 Sunset Strip. A street that wears a fancy label. It's glorified in song and fable. The most exciting people pass you by, including your private eye. 77 Sunset Strip.